Hello everyone. How are you all, my dear students? I hope you all are fine and enjoying your studies well. So, my dear students, as you all know, in a previous video before revision session in a grammar, we have completed lesson number 10, simple tenses. So, today we are going to start lesson number 11, continuous tenses. So, what is tenses? Do you remember that? And how many types of tenses are there? Yes. If you don't remember it, don't worry. First, we will revise what is tenses, and after that, we will revise the types of tenses. Okay. So, tenses means the time period. Tenses means the time period that when we have done something or when we will do. Okay. So, how many types of tenses are there? There are total 3 types of tenses. There are total 3 types of tenses. So, one is past tense, number 2 present tense, and number 3 future tense. Past tense, present tense, and future tense. So, what is past tense? Past tense means time which is passed away. Past tense means time which is passed away. Now, do you remember which example I have given? Yes, you were in third standard. So, that is your past. You can't get it back. You were in third standard. That is your past. Now, you are in fourth standard. You are in fourth standard. That is your present, your current time. And you will be in the fifth standard. That is your future. That is your future. So, my dear students, do you remember for what we can use simple tenses? Simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. So, for what we can use simple tenses? Simple tenses are mostly used for showing habits or routines, your daily habits or daily routines. Right? So, now let's begin with continuous tenses. So, before starting our today's session, we will see a beautiful quote. So, let's see. When life gives you 100 reasons to cry, when life gives you 100 reasons to cry, show life that you have 1,000 reasons to smile. Show life that you have 1,000 reasons to smile. Means if you are having any problem in the life, don't look at the problem but look at the things which you are having already, which makes you happy. Right? So life will be easy. So let's see the first present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. So, what is present continuous tense and why we are using it? What is present continuous tense and why we are using it? So, let's see. To talk about things that are happening at the time of speaking. To talk about things that are happening at the time of speaking. Then, to talk about things that are happening around a present time. To talk about things that are happening around a present time. And to talk about plans, things we have arranged to do in the future. To talk about plans, things we have arranged to do in the future. So let's see. First, to talk about things that are happening at the same time of speaking means the actions which are which we are doing at the time of speaking. For example, I am teaching. Right now, what I am doing? I am teaching. I am making a video. I am teaching. I am making a video. What are you doing right now? You are learning. You are learning. You are reading. You are reading. So, first use of present continuous tense is to talk about the things that are happening at the time of speaking. Means at the time of speaking what you are doing. Then the second point is to talk about things that are happening around the present time. Means currently what is happening. Currently what is happening. So you can say that you are working until late this week. I am working until late this week. I am learning for my exam this week. You can say that. You all are learning for your exam by this week. Then next is to talk about plans, things we have arranged to do in the future. To talk about plans, things we have arranged to do in the future. Means in nearby future what you are going to do. In nearby future what you are going to do. For example, I am visiting a zoo next weekend. I am going to visit a zoo next weekend, or I am visiting a zoo next weekend. So now let's see example which is given here. To talk about things that are happening at the time of speaking. For example, I am ironing my new blouse. What I am doing now? So I am ironing my new blouse. Then the next point is to talk about things that are happening around a present time. To talk about things that are happening around a present time. For example, she is working until late this week. She is working until late this week. Then, to talk about plans, things we have arranged to do in the future. To talk about plans or things we have arranged to do in the future. For example, I am visiting my friend Sue next weekend. I am visiting my friend Sue next weekend. Now, let's see the next one. That is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. So, simple use of past continuous tense is habit or the work which you have started in the past but still it is continue in the present. Habit or any work which you have started in the past and still it is continue in the present, so that you can use past continuous tense. So now let's see the uses of past continuous tense. Was or were plus verb with ing. So as you all know, was when can we use? Was we use with the singular things. With the singular things, and were with the plural things. Were with the plural things. So let's see. Usually stative verbs are not used in the progressive form. Usually stative verbs are not used in the progressive form. So let's see the uses of past continuous tense. First let's see only the use, then I'll give you examples. Interrupted action in the past. Interrupted action in the past. Then past habit. Past habit. Parallel actions. parallel actions. Then specific time as an interruption. Specific time as an interruption. So here is interrupted action in the past. So example is here. They were waiting for the train when I spoke to them. They were waiting for the train when I spoke to them. So the first action is interrupted. What is the first action? First action is they were waiting for the train. First action is they were waiting for the train. And what interrupted? I spoke to them. So the first action interrupted, right? Then next is past habit. My mom was always complaining about my room when she got there. My mom was always complaining about my room when she got there. Means that was the habit of my mom that whenever she visits my home, whenever she visits my hostel, she was always complaining about my room, that my room is so messy or so dirty, like that. It was my mom's habit. Then parallel actions. I was studying while my brother was coming. I was studying while my brother was coming. When my brother came, I was studying. Then specific time as an interruption. Specific time as an interruption. Last night at 6 p.m. I was eating and I heard something loudly. Last night at 6 p.m. I was eating and I heard something loudly. So these are the uses of past continuous tense. Interrupted action in the past, past habit, parallel actions and specific time as an interruption. Now let's see how to form positive sentence, negative sentence or questions in the past continuous tense. How to form positive sentence, negative sentence and questions in the past continuous tense. So let's begin with the positive form. Subject plus was were plus verb with ing. Subject plus was were plus verb with ing. So first here subject. I was starting. So here I have written ing with the red color, so you can easily identify where you have to add ing. I was starting. He was starting. He was starting. She was starting. She was starting. It was starting. It was starting. Then you were starting. You were starting. We were starting. We were starting. You were starting. You were starting. They were starting. They were starting. So here I was sleeping. We were sleeping. As I told you before that with the singular you will use was. We have to use was, and with the plural were. Singular was, plural were. I was sleeping. We were sleeping. Now negative form. How to make negative sentence? Subject plus was were and not plus verb with ing. Okay. So the short forms also I have written here: was not, wasn't, were not, weren't. Short forms also I have written. So you can easily see this. I was not starting. I was not starting, or you can say like this, I wasn't starting. I wasn't starting. He was not starting. He was not starting, or he wasn't starting. He wasn't starting. She was not starting. She was not starting, or she wasn't starting. She wasn't starting. Then it was not starting. It was not starting, or it wasn't starting. It wasn't starting. Then now let's see the plural. You were not starting. You were not starting, or you weren't starting. You weren't starting. Then we were not starting. We were not starting, or the short form, we weren't starting. We weren't starting. Then you were not starting. You were not starting, or the short form, you weren't starting. You weren't starting. They were not starting. They were not starting, or the short form, they weren't starting. They weren't starting. So here the examples are given. I was not sleeping, or in short you can say wasn't. I wasn't sleeping. Then we were not sleeping, or in short we weren't sleeping. Now let's see how to make questions. How to make questions. So was or were come first. Subject goes in the middle, and at last verb with ing at the end of a sentence, question mark. So let's see. Was I starting? Was I starting? Then was he starting? Was he starting? Then was she starting? Was she starting? Then was it starting? Was it starting? Then were you starting? Were you starting? Were we starting? Were we starting? Were you starting? Were you starting? Then were they starting? Were they starting? So here the another example is given. He was sleeping. He was sleeping. So was he sleeping? Was he sleeping? Then they were sleeping. They were sleeping. Were they sleeping? Were they sleeping? Now, the next is the future continuous tense. The future continuous tense. So, let's see. First, let's see what is the use of future continuous tense. The use of future continuous tense. For interrupted actions in the future. For interrupted actions in the future. For specific time as an interruption in the future. For specific time as an interruption in the future. Then, for the actions already happening now and expected to continue sometime in the future. For the actions already happening now and expected to continue sometime in the future. Then, to ask a question politely about the future. To ask questions politely about the future while expressing the intentions for the future. While expressing the intentions for the future. And for parallel actions or a series of parallel actions, or sometimes to describe the atmosphere. For parallel actions or a series of parallel actions, or sometimes to describe the atmosphere. Now, let's see examples of all the use. First is for interrupted actions in the future. For example, when you get home, I will be watching this movie. When you get home, I will be watching this movie. So here one action is interrupted in the other. One action interrupted in the other. Then for specific time as an interruption in the future means a specific time is given here. We will be having breakfast tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So this is the specific time. We will be having breakfast tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Then the third one is for the actions already happening now and expected to continue sometime in the future. For example, we will still be dealing with this task in an hour. We will still be dealing with this task in an hour. Then, to ask a question politely about the future. To ask question politely about the future. For example, will you be leaving Mexico tonight? Will you be leaving Mexico tonight? Then, while expressing the intentions for the future. While expressing the intentions for the future. For example, I will be helping my mother during the weekend. I will be helping my mother during the weekend. Then, for parallel actions or a series of parallel actions, sometimes to describe the atmosphere. For example, this time next week they will be dancing, chatting together, and having fun. This time next week they will be dancing, chatting together, and having fun. So, which are the uses of future continuous tense? For interrupted actions in the future, for specific time as an interruption in the future, for the actions already happening now and expected to continue sometime in the future, to ask a question politely about the future while expressing the intentions for the future, for parallel actions or a series of parallel actions, sometimes to describe the atmosphere. Now, let's see how to make positive sentence, negative sentence, and questions in the future continuous tense. So, first is positive form, means how to form positive questions. Subject plus will plus be plus verb with ing. So, my dear students, in this future continuous tense, you don't need to remember any singular or a plural thing. That what we have to write with singular and what we have to write with plural. As you all remembering in the present tense or the past tense. In this, either it is singular or plural, you have to write only will. What you have to write? Will. Either it is singular or plural. Okay. So let's see examples. I will be starting. I will be starting. You will be starting. You will be starting. He will be starting. He will be starting. She will be starting. She will be starting. It will be starting. It will be starting. We will be starting. Then we will be starting. You will be starting. You will be starting. They will be starting. They will be starting. Now let's see how to form negative sentence. Subject plus will not plus be plus verb with ing. So here the short form of will not is want. Want. So let's see the examples here. I will not be starting. I won't be starting. You will not be starting. You won't be starting. She will not be starting. She won't be starting. It will not be starting. It won't be starting. We will not be starting. We won't be starting. You will not be starting. You won't be starting. And they will not be starting. They won't be starting. Now, question forms. How to make questions? Will plus subject plus be plus verb with ing. So, will I be starting? Will you be starting? Will he be starting? Will she be starting? Will it be starting? Will we be starting? Will you be starting? And will they be starting? So, see here, what you have to do is, while making question forms in a future continuous tense, it is given a positive sentence. You will be coming. You will be coming. So, the will comes first, you goes the second. The first and second word you have to change. You have to change the place of the first and second word. First goes second, second comes first. Okay, you will be coming. So, will you be coming? Will you be coming? So, my dear students, today we will do till here only. This is the image of your textbook. So, whenever you will be sit for watching the next video, please sit with your grammar textbook or your rough book, because from the next session we are going to start textual explanation. And as you all know, in a textbook with the explanations, exercises are given. Exercises are given. So from the next video we will start exercise and textual explanation. So I hope you all enjoyed today's session, and regarding today's session, if you are having any doubts, feel free to message me on my WhatsApp number. We will meet in our next session with the textbook explanation of lesson number 11. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.